All right. What is up, guys? Welcome in to my first ever live stream over here, the mock draft live show. What's up, guys? We got some people in the chat already. We got my boy Rocky with the fire emoji, flames. We got Nicholas Baker, the nerd face. What's up, homie? Blake, let's go Jags. Amen, brother. Amen. Well, guys, it's been a minute. Things have been pretty quiet. But we're back, baby. We're back. Rocky with the Duval, or is it Duval? What's good, bro? What is good? Yeah, we're gonna do a little mock draft. What's up? We got Jag Central. What's up, bro? Good luck. Thank you, guys. Not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, man. My first stream, I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. I'm excited to get into mock draft, territory with you guys. I am pumped for it to be over. I'm gonna be honest. I'm ready for the draft to just get here and be over with. I'm just excited. I'm excited for football season, man. I've not been this jacked up for Jaguars football in a long time, so it's really exciting. I figured we would kind of just recap free agency, kind of where we've been. The Jags over the last few weeks here have really just been building depth. We brought in 10 free agent signings, so we've got a lot of new offensive line help that we brought in. Macari, Hainsey, the center from Tampa, Adoga, Fred Johnson, really just building the dish, as Gladstone likes to say. And, I'm excited going into this draft. We'll see. I think it's a huge opportunity for us to bring in some extra help on top of that. We've addressed some secondary depth, bringing in Jordan Lewis from Dallas and Eric Murray from the stinky Texans. We signed a couple blocking tight ends, Hunter Long and Johnny Munt, QB Nick Mullins, Diami Brown. So overall, just, raising the floor, as Gladstone has said over and over again. So, but one thing is, like, going into this draft, we did not really address any of our defensive line needs. There's some questions at corner. I was looking at Twitter, and there's a clip going around of Jarian basically saying, like, he went to the coaching staff and was like, yo, I want to play corner. Let me play corner. And he said that's what they were thinking too. So I think that, Jordan Lewis is going to play nickel and Jarian's going to play corner. So kind of going into this mock draft, it's like, are we going to find somebody to sign at corner that's going to be better than Jarian? I don't know. I think basically our entire free agency, what we did was, you hear my voice, my God. See, this is why I need you guys. Thank you, Blake. And shout out to Blake, dude. Blake is the real MVP. I knew going into this that I would have some hiccups. I've never done a live stream on here before, so figuring it out as we go. But shout out to Blake. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think that basically everything that we did in free agency just allowed us to have some flexibility in this draft and not necessarily have to go grab a guy. We have the ability now to kind of just look at the board, take the best player available. I don't think by any means, if you look across the position groups throughout the roster, I don't think that you're going to be blown away by any of them. But really just the free agent signings have risen the floor. So our starting point isn't as, crazy as it was going into it. So I don't know, guys. I'm really optimistic and hopeful for the season. I think this draft is really exciting because, in previous years, we've been able to say, okay, we're probably going to end up trading back and stockpiling some picks. But really, it's like we have no idea. Sure, we can look at what LA has done and kind of glean from that based on, like Gladstone's history being there. But this is the first draft where it's like all him, Liam Cohen, Tony Baselli. This is the first time that they have really called the shots. And so we don't know. We don't know if we're going to trade back in any of these rounds and get more draft capital, or if we're going to find a guy that we really want and they're going to be aggressive and trade up. We have no idea. And so it's really exciting to think about. I can't wait for it to be here and be over with. I'm just antsy. I'm antsy. I don't know about you guys. But with that being said, man, I think we're going to jump into this mock draft. And something I wanted to preface with is like, I am a man of many hobbies, right? Like in life, there's a lot of different things that people are interested in, and football is not my entire life, right? So I have a lot of hobbies. I golf, I play guitar, I do all these different things. Football is just one slice of the pie. And of that pie, like my slice that is football, it is all Jags. So I don't really watch a lot of college football. I'm going to be honest. After the first, like 15 names or so, a lot of these guys, I have no clue who they are. I have not, I'm not like a tape grinder. I'm not sitting here watching tape on all these guys. I'm just a Jags fan, like straight up, just a Jags fan. So it'll be interesting to say the least. I'm going to do my best. I really hope you guys chime in chat and help me out. If there's a guy that you feel really strongly about, please pound the table. Let me know. And yeah, we'll get into it, man. We'll get into it. We're going to do the old Pro Football Network because I'm too cheap to pay for PFF and too broke to afford it. So I figured we would just do like a 4-round. I don't know what you guys are feeling. Blake says let them cook, and I agree. Let them do their thing. I think we're going to go with a 4-round. And this draft is super interesting, guys, because like really we don't know what these first couple teams are going to do. I'm not going to do any trades in this. But it is really interesting because it's like the Browns, could they take Shador? And if they don't, could the Giants? Like it's really, really interesting. I'm pretty sure Cam Ward at 1 is a lock. I think we all can agree Cam Ward at 1 is going to be a lock. But if the board falls this way, this is interesting because I have not seen Will Campbell this high. Did something happen with Mason? Oh, Mason Graham to Patriots. Interesting. I don't know, man. This is really interesting. I've seen a lot of smoke online about Ashton Genty, and I wouldn't hate it. I think that if I were to take a tackle, I think I would take Membu over Campbell. I think that it's going to be really interesting how this board falls on draft night. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on this whole Ashton Genty at 6? I wouldn't hate it. I just think that I don't know, it's really early to draft a running back. Duval Paul is on the clock. Who does he pick? Yeah, I don't know, man. This is tricky. I think like my biggest hope and really like all I care about for this first pick, I don't really care like what position. I think we have a lot of needs throughout. So it's like ultimately all I want is just somebody that's going to immediately contribute day one. Like somebody that's going to impact the roster as soon as they get here, is a starter, And yeah, Ashton Genty, I think, is awesome. I think he's an amazing player. I just am not sure about taking a running back that high. Simply because, like, we have a lot of needs. And running back, I think, is kind of a sneaky need. I'm really hoping that ETN and Tank Bigsby have a better year. But it's just really hard for me to say at pick 5 we're going to pick a running back. And I feel the same way about McMillan. I just have a hard time justifying going running back or wide receiver just because I think that we have bigger needs. I think that something that is interesting is this Jalen Walker talk that's been going on. And again, I don't really see it. I don't know. Nick says more of a defense focus. Rocky Balboa says defense. Blake says he would do a wide receiver or a cornerback or an edge rusher. We have a need for some edge rush help. I would say, like, our biggest needs, I mean, we didn't address interior defensive line at all in free agency. I think a lot of that, like, can go one of two ways. Like, you can see it either way, as in, like, oh, we're going to go after interior defensive line in the draft aggressively. Or you can see it as, like, maybe this new regime thinks that who we have on the roster is better than what they played, how they performed last year. If Eric Armstead is inside, the kid from LSU, and then Trayvon Walker and Josh Hines-Allen, like, maybe you feel a lot stronger about those guys going into this year. And so maybe it's not as big of a need as we think from the outside looking in. Again, as far as corner, I would say, like, Jarian is going to play corner. And it's just a matter of, like, is there a corner? Like, do we really think Will Johnson is that big of a jump from Jarian Jones? I don't know. I think that what I'm going to pick, I think I'm going to go Membu. And I just think that building up as many big body, like, tackles as we can get, have our 2 tackles now compete. I mean, we brought in a lot of interior help with the free agents, but I just have a hard time, you know, gosh, this is tricky because Ashton Genty is, like, he's good, man. This is way harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie. There's not really an edge. Like, I wouldn't go all the way to Shamar Stewart. Like, that's a pretty big jump. So it's tricky, guys. I know that if we don't take Ashton Genty here, the Raiders are going to take him. But I don't really think that running back is the need. I think I'm going to go Membu. I'm going Membu. We're doing it. So Teteroa McMillan goes to the Raiders. Okay. Ashton Genty to Chicago. That would be huge for them. Let me see this. Going so fast. No trades. All right. Let me scroll back up here and kind of see where everybody went. Ashton Genty went to Chicago. Man, that would be wild. Jalen Walker goes to Miami. All right, guys, let's see here. We went tackle. I mean, Luther Burden's there. Luther Burden is there, man. He's a dog. What do you guys think here? I think we either go D tackle. I mean, Luther Burden's pretty great wide receiver. I really like Makuba out of Texas. I think that he might be there when we pick again at 70. Yeah. I think we take Luther Burden here. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely wide receiver, D tackle, safety, or corner. We're definitely eyeing a safety, I think, next. I really like this guy out of Texas. I think he's solid. And I think letting go of Cisco, moving on from him, I think that's a huge need now. You know, Murray, he had some good plays, good games in Houston, but I think that's a big hole that we're going to need to fill. Yeah, secondary is a bit lacking. We brought in two guys to kind of bolster that, but I still think getting a young guy in to replace Cisco leaving, I think we go Makuba here. Safety out of Texas. This is super interesting. It's my first time ever doing one of these. I'm used to like fantasy football, you know, like the fantasy football drafts. This is way harder because I don't know any of these. Like, I don't know any of these guys. All right, so pick 88 here. We still need to address our defensive line. Let's see. Let's see. I don't feel a huge. I know tight end like letting Ingram walk, but I don't feel as like big of a need for that. Because I am a big believer in Parker Washington. I think that he's going to have a great year. I don't know anything about these guys. We're going to go Darius Alexander, just best player off the board. D tackle out of Toledo. What's going on here? Did I freeze here? What's going on here? Pick a running back next. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I hit pause. All right. Blake says go running back next. I mean, if it were me, I'm picking RJ Harvey just because I'm a homer and I'm a fan. Blake, who are you thinking, man? Who's your guy? Is there a running back that you had in mind? Let me know. We pick again at 126. So there's a chance one of these guys is still here. Like Trevor Etienne. That could be kind of cool, man. We wait. Snag Etienne. Harvey or Neal. Now the question is, would you go RJ Harvey at pick 107? Or do we risk it for pick 126? And if he's not there, grab one of these other guys. Maybe Neal is still there. Kind of think that's the move. I think you could get. What's so funny, man? What's so funny, Rocky? What's so funny, bro? All right. Okay. I see you, Rocky. I see. Pick someone else and risk it. Okay. We've got no tackle. We've got a receiver, safety, defensive lineman. pick 107, huh? Let's see. Could grab Kobe Bryant here. We could grab Josiah Stewart. Edge out of Michigan. Look at corner. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with taking Kobe. Unless there's a guy here that you see. I'd be cool going corner here and then jumping into running back next pick. I think that's a good move. Blake, what do you think? Kobe Bryant here? Lock it? I say we go Kobe. And then grab one of these guys you mentioned. Harvey or Neal. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go RJ Harvey here, man. I'm for the homer pick. I'm for the homer pick, man. I'm all for it. I'm a Florida guy through and through. Let's do it. I mean, it's not a bad little haul. Not bad. Yeah, Rocky, I'm with you, dude. I don't watch college football. So a lot of these guys, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's tough. I'm just basically regurgitating stuff that I've heard from other sources like ESPN, the Jordan DeLuga. I watch all his videos. So it's like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I usually spend my Saturdays cutting the grass or golfing or doing something else. So I would be happy with this. I mean, really, like I said earlier, it's like, I don't really care. I just want our first pick to be somebody that immediately comes in and makes an impact. Blake says I'd give it a B+. Hey, not bad for a couple guys that don't know what they're doing. You know, I would say not bad for a couple guys that have no business drafting. I mean, I look at this list and I don't know. I think they're pretty intangibly rich. I would assume. Baker says, when in doubt, send it. Full send, bro. Full send. I'm going to do another one, just a little 3. I'm just so curious how these first 4 picks fall, you know? 'Cause I've seen it go multiple different ways. See, like this. Like, if it goes this way, you take Mason Graham. Like, it's just really interesting. There's been some like Mason Graham hate going on, and I don't know, man. I'm kind of with it. It's like, I don't know. That's the biggest thing with this draft is I don't know. Every mock draft that I've seen it go a different way. And with all of these guys, it's like Mason Graham, Ashton Genty, Membu. I just don't know. If for some reason, if Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, if they fall, which I don't think is going to happen. But if they did, I think that those are like easier, no-brainer, like lock in and pick those guys. But it's tough, man. The Mason Graham thing is tough. And this might just be me being like a bully, right? But I see like this. I saw this on Twitter. And sure, I'm sure this is like a really like practical and good workout. But I'm just like, what am I looking at here? You know? Like, did the social media team think that, yeah, this is the best thing to put up? I don't know. For me, I'm just like, it's kind of goofy looking. I don't know. And I've seen clips of him, and I don't know. This doesn't blow me away. But we'll take him. We'll take him here just to. What's up, Garza? Alex. We just did Ashton Genty in our last one. We picked him last mock draft. I kind of agree with you, man. I really don't care what position we draft with the number 5 pick. It's like I really just want it to be an impactful player. And I feel like Genty, out of those guys, it's like you watch his tape and it's like, wow, you can clearly see like he's a dog and he's incredible. Now it's like watching Mason Graham. It's like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, I just don't know enough to be like super blown away. Yeah, and see like how this is falling. It's like, I don't know. Like, it's just so fascinating how this board is going to fall. I have no idea how these guys are going to draft, man. Gladstone, I have no idea. We can't look at arm length and measure the Liam Cohen wing T. Yes, sir. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Like, I just don't even know who I would take here. What do you think, Garza? Who are you taking with the 36th pick? What's up, Jax Jags? What's up, man? Dude, enjoy the time with your grandparents. And you have a good night too, man. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. In spirit of the wing T, man. Do we go offense here? Jonah. Where is he at? Guard out of Arizona. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it. In spirit of the wing T. Samoan mountain movers, dude. Yes. That's awesome. Give me all the big body dudes we can get, man. Build up the trenches. Liam Cohen wing T. I am here for it all day. You guys know anything about the tight ends in this draft? I don't feel like super... I don't know. I don't feel super inclined to like draft one. I kind of like Jack back here. What do you think, guys? Mason Taylor? Yeah, I'm with you, Blake. Mason Taylor. I don't know anyone in this draft except the big names. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, man. I do not watch college football. The school I went to didn't even have a football team. So I don't feel like super loyal to any one team. I kind of just watch whatever big games are on. Root for the homies teams. Like one of my buddies' games are on. I'll watch it with them, but we go Jack Batch here. All right. Yeah, all these trade backs and stuff. It's going to be super interesting. A week from today, guys. The draft is a week from tonight. It's going to be super interesting just because we have no idea what this crew is going to do. Gladstone, Liam Cohen, Tony Baselli. They have never ran a draft before. So, like Gladstone obviously worked in LA and was a part of those drafts, but this is the first time the three of them are calling the shots together. And so we have no idea. You know, back when Balky was drafting, you could kind of guess like, okay, we're going to trade back and we're going to stockpile picks and draft 5 linebackers. But this is like totally different, man. We don't know. So we got a defensive lineman, we got a guard, we got a receiver. Your boy, your tight end, you were saying Mason Smith. Let's check out where he's at. Did he already get picked? Where's your boy? Am I blind? Am I just missing this? Maybe I am just blind. Where did Mason Taylor play? Yeah, I'm blind. I cannot find this guy. We'll go Fanning. We'll go Fanning just to wrap it up. I don't know how intangibly rich he is, but we'll find out. LSU. Yeah, I didn't see him. Mason Taylor. Okay, so he went way early. Pick 46, he went. Yeah, this is super interesting, man. I really just want to see, like, how this first round is going to go. Like, it's going to be crazy. I'm super hyped for it. Yeah, the more and more I think about it, it's like, why not Ashton Genty? Why not? I wouldn't hate it. It just seems like a little crazy to me going running back that early. But I mean, everybody said that about the Lions when they drafted the guy from Alabama. And then look at him. He had an amazing year. So it's super interesting. I just want whoever we get to just immediately start being an impactful player, being tangibly rich. I think a lot of people on Twitter were saying, like, oh, the other guy is even better than Mason Graham. Like, it's just super interesting, man. A week from today, we'll be drafting in Wisconsin. Crazy, man. Crazy. I'm hyped for it, man. This is the most excited I've been in a long time for Jaguars football. Last season was just such a kick in the nuts. You know, as a Jags fan, it just was painful. Painful to watch. This has been super fun, man. This has been super fun. First live stream, I had a couple hiccups at the start. A little bit of an audio issue. Alex gets it. We need points. We need to score some tutties. We just need a good product on the field. Like, I don't want to be embarrassed. You know, I don't want to be embarrassed anymore. I don't want all my friends making fun of me for liking the Jags. I want them to be good. I want it to be a good year, man. And I'm hopeful. I think that it is going to be a good year. I think, if anything, we'll see it's just like a step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that this season is going to be crazy like Super Bowl, you know, hopes. I don't think that's realistic, but I think that we should be able to compete for the division. Houston's O-line is kind of all over the place. We'll see. I mean, yeah, they picked up Kirk, but who knows? Who knows what the Colts are doing, dude? That's the thing is, like, think about being a Colts fan. That would suck, man. Imagine being a Colts fan. Imagine being a Titans fan. One of my friends is actually a Titans fan. And I always am like, dude, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. Like, the Jags suck. Historically, the Jags have sucked. But the Titans, man, ever since they got rid of A.J. Brown, it's just been like, my buddy has lived through hell. And I feel for him. So I don't know, man. I think that competing for the division is a realistic thing. I think with this draft, bring in some guys that can immediately impact the game and raise the floor and the ceiling of this team. And just, I like the direction that the team is heading. I love the new hires. I even am happy with the free agents that we signed. I know it's not big and splashy or anything crazy, but I just think all of the depth and supplemental players that we brought in, again, just raising the floor. And yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. But thank you guys so much for being here. Jags, Alex, Blake, Nicholas, Rocky. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. I'm going to end it on this with Blake. I'm living in hell with the Jags, but hope it will get better soon. I hope it gets better soon, and I believe that it will. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my first live stream. Yeah, I plan on doing more of these, and we're going to be, I mean, it's going to be here before you guys know it. Football is right around the corner, and I'm looking forward to it. So thank you guys. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.